Now let's move over to Imo State. The President of the Republic of South Africa, Mr. Jacob Zuma, was there recently. And he met with the state governor, Mr. Rochas Okorocha, as both leaders came together to promote unity on the continent through free and quality education. So let's take a look.
Last month, the governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, marked his 55th birthday, which attracted personalities from all over the world, including the President of the Republic of Ghana, to Imo State to celebrate with him and identify with his cause to promote free and quality education for children all over Africa who cannot afford it through the Rochas Okorocha Foundation. In less than a month, another president lands in Imo State. This time, it's the President of the Republic of South Africa, Mr. Jacob Zuma.
Can you go and get some things, yes?
He arrives with his wife to a warm reception by the people of Imo State and was well received by dignitaries, including the governor of the state, Rochas Okorocha, and his wife, Nkechi Nyere, and former President Olusegun Obasanjo. President Zuma immediately felt at home, and his first port of call was the palace of a revered traditional ruler in Imo State, His Royal Highness Igwe Samuel Agunwa Ohiri. President Zuma joined in the celebration of the culture of the Igbo people, breaking the kola nut with his hosts. Also here at the palace is former President Olusegun Obasanjo, who has continued to show his support to the Rochas Okorocha Foundation.
What has joined me with President Zuma is nothing but the work of charity to help the necessary children of Africa.
The traditional ruler is honored to have such caliber of people in his palace.
It is my wish that you take our greetings to all Nigerians residing in South Africa, especially Nigerians of Southeast extraction, the Igbos.
To further appreciate President Zuma, he was given the traditional title of Ochiaga Imo, meaning a warlord.
I'm happy to be recognized by the kingdoms of the continent of Africa. By Africans, not by people who could say they're recognizing me and yet they are in fact condemning me.
Later that evening, there was a befitting dinner for the guests of honor. President Zuma and Governor Rochas Okorocha have one thing in common. Both share the same vision of providing free and quality education for indigent children through their foundations, the Jacob Zuma Foundation and the Rochas Okorocha Foundation, a passion that drew the president to Imo State. This is the premises of the Rochas Foundation College of Africa in Owerri, the Imo State capital. President Zuma and Governor Okorocha arrived to loud cheers from the students drawn from different African countries as they warmly receive their special guests. And it's a memorable event as the Jacob Zuma Foundation partners with the Rochas Okorocha Foundation to continue to give life to their passion.
We are excited that this integration will redefine the African unity. We thank you, President Zuma, for collaborating with Rochas Foundation to ensure that every poor African child has access to education.
You are the very reason why President Zuma will come here. President Zuma has not come for any social interaction. President Zuma is not here in Nigeria for any political reason. President Zuma is in Nigeria for humanitarian reasons. First, for reasons of my background, that I almost could not go to school due to poverty. And I took an oath, a spiritual oath between me and my God. When I said, God, bless me that I may bless others. Honor me that I may honor others. Give me that I may share with those who do not have. Because on my own I can do nothing, but I can do all things through God who giveth me the strength. That was my contractual agreement with God Almighty.
And those contracts he's determined to keep by working with those who share the same vision with him, like President Zuma, which led to the signing of a memorandum of understanding to enable them help more children. President Jacob Zuma applauds this partnership.
I don't just take education as something that you must just educate a child, but you must educate a nation that one day will stand together for its rights and articulate what is it that they are talking about. Part of the reason today in South Africa I am being attacked is because I believe our rights have been undermined. Our wealth belongs to people who came from somewhere. And I don't say they must leave South Africa, but they must share with us.
And then a tour of the school complex. Next, they moved to the Chukwuemeka Odimegwu Ojukwu Center for the Imo Merit Award. President Jacob Zuma will be the third recipient of the Grand Chancellor of Imo State after the President of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, and former Vice President Chief Alex Ekweme.
Today we have chosen to honor you for your love for education. Even though you are deprived in your early days in life, having to study in prison, you make sure that every poor child goes to school. Your love for education to us is a connection between your government and the people of Imo State.
I take it that this merit award given to me is saying to me, you are encouraged by the Nigerians to work with them together to address the African problems. We need to work together. We need to recognize we are one people. That is why no South African must kill a Nigerian
and no Nigerian must kill a South African.
After that, they move into the Imo Hall of Fame for a tour and the official unveiling of a 30-foot monument in honor of the president. These two leaders seem to be sending a strong message about the need for peaceful coexistence between Nigeria and South Africa at a time when not too pleasant stories are dominating the headlines, and they hope this partnership will benefit Africa as a whole to further bring unity to the continent.
All right, it's all about promoting free and quality education in Africa. Well, it's on that note of unifying the continent we end the show today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Remember that you can always watch this and past editions of the show on channelstv.com. Follow me on Twitter and also reach me with the number blinking on your screen. And also remember that this edition of Metrofile repeats tomorrow by 12 noon and a fresh edition comes up on Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Please do watch out for it. Thank you so much for watching and do have an amazing weekend.